The day I heard my own voice mocking me, I knew something was wrong. Not my actual voice, but my words, twisted, exaggerated, performed, coming from Tola's mouth while people laughed. And the worst part, they were laughing with her at me. That was the moment it hit me. The girl I had been lifting up was quietly trying to pull me down. I am Clara. If you've ever been in a Nigerian church setting, you would understand the kind of life I lived. Choir rehearsals that turn into fellowship, quick meetings that last 2 hours, and aunties that can smell relationship updates from across the room. I wasn't the loudest person in the choir, but somehow people listened when I spoke. They respected me. Some even said I carried grace. I didn't fully understand it, but I was grateful because I knew what it cost. Years of showing up when nobody noticed. Years of being corrected, even embarrassed. Years of learning discipline when others were chasing vibes. So when Tola came into the picture, fresh, eager, almost too eager actually, I saw myself in her. Or at least, I thought I did. She followed me everywhere. Clara, how do you lead like that? Clara, how do you talk so calmly? Clara, why does everybody just like you? At first, it was cute. Then it became intense. But I ignored the small voice in my head. Because in Nigeria, if someone calls you mentor, you don't start suspecting them, do you? No, you embrace it. So I poured into her. That right there, looking back now, I think was a big mistake. Or what do you think? Anyway, there's a difference between someone who wants to grow and someone who wants to be seen growing. Tola didn't just want to improve. She wanted approval. Constant, loud, public. If nobody praised her after she sang, you would see her mood drop like NEPA just took light. One time, after rehearsal, nobody commented on her solo. The way her face changed, you would think we told her Jesus didn't rise again. Didn't I try? She asked, forcing a laugh. We reassured her. Of course, because that's what we do. But looking back now, I realized something. She wasn't asking for feedback. She was begging for validation. And when validation becomes your oxygen, you will suffocate anyone who blocks your supply. It all started subtly, very subtly. Clara, maybe we should do it this way instead. Clara, I feel like people prefer more energetic leaders. Clara, I noticed when I did it like this, people responded more. Always polite, always smiling, but always in front of others. At first, I thought she was just gaining confidence until I noticed the pattern. She never corrected me privately, only publicly. And every time she spoke, she would glance around, waiting, waiting for nods, waiting for approval, waiting for someone, anyone, to choose her over me. And slowly, it started happening. People began to say things like, Tola actually has a point. She brings a fresh vibe. fresh vibe. I almost laughed because they didn't see the years behind my calmness. They didn't see the corrections, the tears, the discipline. They were comparing our performance to my process. And that is how many people get deceived. The day I overheard her, something inside me broke quietly. She's not even that good, Tola said. I stood frozen behind the corridor wall. They just hype her because she has been around. That's all. My chest tightened. Not because she insulted me, but because I remembered the nights I stayed back teaching her, the times I defended her when others complained, the prayers we prayed together. And still, she chose approval over loyalty. That's when I understood something painful. Some people will eat at your table and still complain about the food. You would think betrayal ends quietly. No, it likes audience. One Sunday, during ministration, something happened. I was leading. Midway into the song, Tola stepped forward. Unplanned. She took the mic, changed the flow completely. At first, I thought maybe the Spirit was leading her, so I stepped back. But then, she began to exaggerate my earlier mistake from rehearsal, turning it into a joke. Some people will say, do it like this, oh. She mimicked using my exact tone. People laughed. Ha! They laughed. In that moment, I felt two things: embarrassment and clarity. Because what she did wasn't accidental, it was strategic. She wasn't trying to shine, she was trying to make me dim. Let me tell you something honestly. People like Tola are not always evil. Sometimes they are just empty. They want to be loved so badly that they will do anything to get it, even if it means undermining the person who helped them, rewriting stories to favor themselves, or painting you as less so they can appear more. And the saddest part, they don't realize what they are doing. Or worse, they realize and they actually don't care because validation has become their God. What broke my heart the most wasn't the betrayal, it was the ignorance. Tola forgot something very important. The version of me she was competing with paid a price she never saw. She saw the grace, but not the grinding. She saw the acceptance, but not the rejection that built it. She saw the influence, but not the isolation that shaped it. And that's the danger. People will envy your visibility without respecting your history. At some point, I wanted to fight back. Ha, I'm human. I had speeches prepared in my head, sharp ones, the kind that could scatter everywhere. But something stopped me, a quiet warning in my spirit. Don't contend. Because not every battle is physical. Some people are dealing with deeper issues, insecurities, wounds, identity struggles. And when grace is at work in your life, fighting to prove yourself can actually disrupt what God is doing. So I stepped back, not out of weakness, but out of wisdom. Things didn't collapse immediately, but slowly. Cracks began to show. Tola's need for validation grew worse. She began to overdo everything. interrupt people, force attention, compete with everyone. And guess what? The same people who once hyped her started withdrawing. Because validation driven behavior is exhausting to watch. One day, during a major program, she tried to take over again. This time, it didn't land. Awkward silence, no laughter, no applause, just discomfort. And in that moment, I saw it. Not pride, not competition, just emptiness. I didn't celebrate her fall. I couldn't. Because I finally understood. She wasn't my enemy. She was just lost in the pursuit of being seen. And here's the truth. If someone is desperate for validation, they can love you today and try to replace you tomorrow. Not because you wronged them, but because your presence reminds them of what they feel they lack. So, what do? Be kind, but not blind. Help, but with discernment. Love, but don't lose yourself. And most importantly, never fight to prove your worth. Because the same grace that lifted you doesn't need your struggle to defend it. Some people will clap for you while secretly studying how to become you. Just make sure that while they are watching, you are still becoming who God called you to be. We hope that you enjoyed the story. If that is so, like and share this video. We would love to read from you. So leave a comment in the comment section about the lessons you have learned from this video. Please subscribe to this channel too. Thank you for watching this video. Bye.